Michelle Prince, founder and CEO of Performance Publishing Group, making a difference one story at a time. We'll be shining the light on successful founders, entrepreneurs, business owners, and leaders that are getting results and making a difference. We'll talk about how they built their businesses, are creating movements, and leveraging the power of authority in their own lives. Be sure to stick around to the end of the show and we'll reveal how you can be our next guest. Let's get started. Hey everybody, this is Michelle Prince with the Power of Authority Spotlight, and we are shining the light on Dion Pouncil, who is the principal and CIO of Pouncil Capital. And he is doing incredible things, helping people to create generational wealth, which I know we all want that, don't we? So I'm going to let him tell us more about that, but welcome to the show, Dion.
Thank you so much for having me, Michelle. Yes, everyone. My name is Dion Pouncil. I am the principal and chief investment officer of Pouncil Capital, which is a systematic hedge fund. And so we do trading and investing for accredited and professional investors. However, we also have moneyschool.com, which is a trading and investing streaming platform where anyone, whether they are a novice to a professional trader, can escape where they currently are, learn the skills, tools, and tips that they can arrive to design the lifestyle that they want to live through trading and investing.
Wow. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? I want to talk about, though, how you got there, because you were briefly sharing with me before we went live, this business that you're with Pouncil Capital is really only a couple of years old, and you have over 4,500 students already. So I want to know more about that. And how did you build the business? What exactly are you doing for these people? And so that we can learn how maybe you could help us too.
Yeah, great question. So I did it with my wife. So my wife has been trading since she was 16 years old. She is a former high net worth wealth manager at UBS, left there in her prime and started a financial education company called Finances Demystified. And so when we met, I was actually working at a venture capital firm out in LA. That firm had two sides of the house. It had the venture firm and it had the hedge side. And I migrated more towards the trading. And that was around the same time that we met. So we just went deep into trading and investing together as, friends, partners, and now she is my wife. And so about 2 years into that, we began to work on a trading and investing course, and we started with our family. And so after we, taught our family, sometimes family can be the most difficult to deal with, but they were learning and they were trading, they were making money. And so, we ended up moving forward and designing a course. And we went from 0 to 4,500 students since we launched the course in August 2020. As of last year, our students collectively made over $4 million. And we have had the beautiful opportunity to see the impact on so many families, so many lives, and helping them really understand the information and principles to create generational wealth.
So first of all, the show's about the power of authority, and authority is really this ability to impact more people. And so having a platform is so important. So for you to get, 4,500 students in 2 years, how did you do that?
Yeah, so the first 2 months, first and foremost, my wife is a financial influencer. So she has the blue check on Instagram. She has major sponsorships and partnerships. So she had a substantial mailing list. I think the mailing list at that launch was about 30 to 50,000.
Wow.
And so now we have over 250 to 300,000 people on our email list. So we have a pretty good reach, number one. Number two, I have a background in marketing and technology. And so before I joined the venture capital firm, I was running my own digital agency where I would help former professional athletes, small business owners, and things like that scale their brands through marketing. So that led me into venture. And so I've been a startup founder and entrepreneur, and I've also worked on the investing side at a venture capital firm. So I've seen the end-to-end road of going from idea to manifesting your dream into reality. And so, yes, there is a point where you want to establish credibility and authority. And so because my wife already had that, combined with my marketing and growth skills, it was a really good, perfect storm. And so for the first 2 months, we only launched to her email list and to her social media channels. And so first month we did 66 seats. The second month we did 65 seats. And then the third month we turned on the Facebook advertising and social media advertising, and we began to scale from there.
Wow. Match made in heaven, it sounds like, with both of your expertise coming together. So what exactly, first of all, what is generational wealth for people who don't know? And I mean, we have maybe a general idea, but what exactly are you teaching these people, and how did they make 4 million?
Yeah, so one of the easiest things is funny. I was just teaching class this morning, so I just gave this tip, and I'll give it to your listeners as one, what I like to call inside the game, free game, if you will, right? So when we think about generational wealth, sometimes we can think it's this big, large thing that we have to pass down billions and millions of dollars. But what we teach in most of our classes, first and foremost, is keep it simple, right? Okay. So any trade or any market, you're looking to buy something low and you're looking to sell something high, right? And so if you believe in trading and investing, first and foremost, you have to understand that investing and trading are two different things, okay? Investing is centered around bigger picture, long term. And Warren Buffett has a famous statement that the capital markets are where the impatient pay the patient. So when you're thinking about investing, you are thinking bigger picture, long term. You're thinking about things that are beyond yourself, and you're thinking about time, right? Okay. So when you think about investing, you want to say, where am I now? Where is this asset, or where's this instrument that I'm currently looking at? And do I believe, for whatever reason, it's going to be around in the next 20, 30 years or beyond my lifetime? And so some people call these blue chip stocks, right, or blue chip investments. Now, once you've done your homework and once you've identified that this asset that you're particularly looking to buy has some value and you believe that it's going to appreciate over time, the simplest way to create generational wealth would be to purchase that asset and hold it. Not touch it. And you can set into your will and into your trust and into your paperwork that that stock or those assets will be transferred to your family member or to your child or to the next generation so that they can start out with owning equity. And that is literally the simplest way that you can transfer generational wealth. You are one generation, you purchase it, you have it set up in your paperwork that when you transition, it will be transferred to the next generation, and boom, you have just created generational wealth. Because when I was 18, and when I was growing up and I turned 18, I got a Chase credit card in the mail for $500. And the very next day, I went and bought a Nextel Chirp, and I was $498 in debt, right? So having information and education, but then passing the assets of wealth down is life-changing for anybody in any way. And you could do this at any point of your life.
I love that. That is so simple, but yeah, that is a great. Now, how do you know though, which ones to hold on to for forever? Is that the magic question?
That's important, right? So you definitely want to know that you're investing into some quality things. So in the investing world, you have fundamental analysis and fundamental traders. So you can think Warren Buffett, Carl Munger, those guys have a very fundamental approach. Then you could think about there's technical analysis. So technical analysis are people who use computers and mathematics and technical indicators to do some of the fundamental analysis and mathematical analysis for them, and they make their investing and trading decisions off the technical indicators. And then you have the world that I pretty much live in, which is quants and algorithms, right? So we specifically use math and we specifically use algorithms to evaluate the potential trading opportunity that we are looking for. Okay. And so once you identify which one of those you like best, the next level is you can kind of decide between human trading and computer / algorithmic trading. And it doesn't matter where you start at. I started as a novice. Everybody has to start at square zero, if you will. But once you identify if you're going to do fundamental, technical, or quantitative, then you're going to decide if you're going to be doing human or algorithm. And then once you decide that, you can decide on your risk parameters. So we teach you should never risk more than 5% of your available disposable cash.
Okay.
So once you identify those three things, you say, oh, you know what? I've paid all of my bills. I've paid into my life insurance. I've paid, into my savings. And now I have some disposable income. Okay. So now you could take that disposable income. And so we're clear, disposable income means you can literally take the money out of the ATM, go in the backyard and set it on fire. And you will not be, out on your butt without paying rent, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's disposable income. And once you have disposable income, you want to add another layer of risk management by not trading or investing more than 5% of your available cash balance. Okay. And for simple math, that means do not risk more than $50 for every $1,000 that you have available in your disposable cash account. And when you're sticking to those risk parameter rules, it will enable your money to live longer. And then you can begin to get your money to work for you. And that is the key, because as long as you work for your money, you will always work and you won't be able to generate wealth, because true wealth is using your money to work for you, whether you are there or not, whether you are asleep or not, and whether you are actually putting in time, energy, or effort or not, because money never sleeps.
Yeah, that's a really great 5%, because some people might be risky. And so let's just say they have $20,000 disposable. I'm just using any numbers here. So if they put all that in and God forbid something happened, then, they've lost it all. But 5% is very, very conservative.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what it is they have to understand that the markets are not the casino. And even if you look at it from a casino perspective, if we were looking at it from a gambler's eye, the market is the casino. So the casino does not gamble and the market does not gamble. They are very, very efficient, and they don't want to lose money if they're a casino. And the markets are very efficient because there are humans and algorithms trading for the same things, right? Mm-hmm. So the 5% rule gives you the ability to get in the game, because you can't win the game if you're not in the game or you're not playing the game, but it enables you to do it at a moderate level so that you can get in, have a chance to make some money, but also protect your money if the trade goes against you, because there's a very guaranteed fact that no one will win every trade or every investment opportunity. But if you manage your risk properly, you'll give yourself a chance so that when you do have the wins or when you do have the long runs, they will outperform your losses. And overall, you will have a net positive outcome.
Give me some examples of, so for some of your students who maybe they're starting really small, maybe, I don't know what small is, but maybe what did they put in, and then how long did it take for them to produce something out of that? And
yeah, so we have webinars and master classes and courses that you could start your account with a minimum of $1,000, and you can start making trades for as little as $5. Okay, so for an example, on Robinhood, the smallest trade you can make is $5, right? Now we recommend not starting under $1,000 because, again, using that 5% rule, you want to be able to give yourself some room and give yourself some grace, because you're not going to win every trade. Right. You can do everything right and still lose a trade. But if you manage your risk and you only lost that $5 to $50, now you have $995 to $950 available for the next opportunity. And if you make more than you lose on that next opportunity, you finish out net positive, right? So, and this is why we say you can start even by being a novice.
Wow.
Okay? And it doesn't matter where you are, you can learn. Again, our youngest student is 16, our oldest student is 85. We have several of our students who have retired from the trading that they've been doing. We have several students made over $250,000 last year. And so when you think about it, the objections or the things that people deal with when it comes to wanting to learn these things are They think, it's only for millionaires or people with a lot of money. They think it's for brainiacs or people who are very smart and super mathematicians. They think it's for people who are above their class. And so a lot of those things are dealing with insecurities. Those things are dealing with personal confidence. Those things are dealing with factors that are within their control. And so one of the things in our course that we teach, we always start with mindset, like believe that you deserve to be wealthy, believing that you deserve to be abundant, believing that you deserve to be rich, because it starts in your mind, right? And so if you can first control your mind and can control your energy, once you learn the strategies, it's really about patience, self-control, and discipline, because the strategy is the strategy is the strategy. If you are able to control yourself and you are able to stick to the rules, it is just math. And so you will have a high probability of success. Is it guaranteed? No. But if you stick to the rules and you give yourself some grace and you operate in patience, self-control, and discipline, and you're not allowing the fear of Johnny on the corner saying this coin is hot, or April in the office saying I just got into this amazing stock, and you stick to your plan and stick to your rules, over time, you should be able to generate some income and generate some wealth.
Absolutely. And being patient is the key, like you said. How much time do you think is realistic for people to be thinking of this? Because it's a long-term strategy. A year, 5 years, 10 years, 20, 50.
Yep. So when you decide what type of investor and trader you want to be, it actually helps go into your strategy. So if you have a moment, I can kind of break down the overall world of investing and trading. So at the top, you essentially, and I want to say top, I would say at the outset, you have investing. So if you think about investing is something where you're looking to buy it and hold it for a long time, whether you're preparing for your retirement or you're preparing for generational wealth, right? We call that our legacy playbook. Okay. And so after you start building up your legacy playbook, which what we advise on or recommend, saying, hey, you should probably build your legacy playbook first so you can build up a comfort account that if anything was to go wrong, you still have this nest, essentially, right? That's your legacy playbook. And then after you get done with your legacy playbook on the investing side, you could think about creating annual income. So we got some annual income strategies that would help you replace your current job or your current way you produce annual income. After you have your annual income or your 1 year playbook, then we teach about trading, because trading and investing are two different things. So investing is 1 year playbook and beyond, legacy playbook and beyond. Trading becomes sub 1 year, less than 1 year. Okay. So after you're an investor, you have a trader, and your trading style can now be depicted into a couple categories. So first you have position trader. A position trader is someone who is looking to acquire these assets slowly over time and build a position. They might buy one contract here, 10 shares here, 30 shares this year, 1,000 shares next year. And over time, they're executing a dollar costing average strategy and building up a position in that one particular share, equity, asset, or instrument. Does that make sense?
Yep, totally.
After position trader, you have swing trader. So a swing trader is looking to potentially hold a trade or hold an instrument between 1 and 3 weeks, or kind of on a weekly or monthly basis. Okay. So position trader is still positioning over time. A swing trader is over a couple weeks to months. Okay. After swing trading, then you have day trading. So that person is looking to get in and out between roughly 1 minute and roughly 3 days. Sometimes they might hold it to about 7 days, but mostly they're looking to get in and out of that trade on the same day. That's why they're called day traders.
Day traders, yep.
The next level is you have scalpers. And so scalpers are literally looking to get in and get out within seconds. So they're literally looking to get in between 1 second and 5 minutes. And sometimes they will hold a strategy or a trade up to roughly a day, but most likely they're looking to trade between 1 second, 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute intervals. Okay, those are the next world you have is algorithmic traders. And so that's kind of the world that I operate in. And so we are trading in the sub 1 second realm. We're scalping, but we're scalping pretty much beyond human capabilities. And so if you see in my background, my algos are currently trading. And those algorithms, our algorithms are running right now at about 8 milliseconds. So our algorithm can scan the market, enter a trade, manage the trade, and exit the trade within 8 milliseconds. Okay.
Wow.
Then the last level is high frequency trading, so HFT, and they are trading basically a little bit less than the speed of light up to milliseconds. And so that is the world really of investing and trading. So once you understand that, once you understand your capabilities, once you understand your risk, and once you understand your emotional tolerance to deal with those things, then you can say, this is the approach that I am comfortable with.
Yeah.
This is the amount of money that I am comfortable with risking. And this is the strategy that I feel like works best for me. And then you.
And those are the things that you help your students with.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
So we teach everything from scalping to investing.
Okay.
And then we have advanced courses if you want to go deeper. But yes, we have students who literally never traded, never invested one day in their life and have made thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars within that same trading year.
Wow.
And very honored and very grateful to do that. And we do it in a very educational and informational way because we are not their financial advisors, financial planners, just like I am not, for your audience, but we can give the education, we can give the information, we can give the tools, and we can give practical strategies that anyone from any walk of life can dominate with, if you will.
That is so cool. So awesome. And so needed. I mean, I think we all need to have different options. And so, the fact that you teach on that is super, super helpful. How can people get a hold of you, and how could they learn more about Money School and everything that you're doing?
Yeah, so my name is Dion Pouncil, Dionpouncil. That is my name across all social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. You can find me on there, and I'm very accessible. Our website for the hedge fund for accredited investors and professional investors and institutions is simply pouncilcapital.com. And then Money School, the streaming network, is MoneySchool.com.
And I tell them why that's because when you first told it to me, I said, wait, how is that spelled? School?
Yes.
So tell me what you said about that.
Yeah, so it's MoneySchool.com, and it's because we are making it cool to learn about money. And so
I love that. That is so cool. I love that. And cool with a K. So, yeah. Well, Dion, thank you so much. I mean, I've learned so much in just a short period of time. I know the listeners have as well. Definitely take advantage of checking out his website, the pouncilcapital.com, also moneyschool.com, SKOOL. Yeah. And any last parting words on why we should be thinking about generational wealth?
Yeah, so money is energy. And so if you can control your mindset and you can control your energy, you can control your world. And so with that, I will share some positive energy with you and wish you love, light, peace, wealth, great health, and abundance. And have a great day.
Thank you so, so much. I love it. I feel energized already. All right, everyone, that's it for today's show. We'll see you next time. Make it a great day. Thanks so much for listening to the Power of Authority Spotlight. If you are a successful founder, entrepreneur, business owner, or leader that's getting results and making a difference, and you'd like to be on this program, please visit performancepublishinggroup.com/podcast to apply. That's performancepublishinggroup.com/podcast. Also, if you got something out of this interview, please share this episode. Just do a quick screenshot with your phone and text it to a friend or post it on the socials. If you know someone that would be a great guest, tag them on social media to let them know about the show and include the hashtag, The Power of Authority Spotlight. I love seeing your posts and guest suggestions. We are regularly putting out new episodes and content, so make sure you don't miss any episodes by subscribing. Your thumbs up, ratings, and reviews go a long way to help promote the show and mean a lot to me and my team. Want to know more? Go to our websites, performancepublishinggroup.com or michelleprince.com, and follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.